In the last 30 days, one robot ran faster than an Olympic sprinter. A Chinese company raised $9 billion in a single morning, and the most valuable car maker on Earth started building a machine that could eventually take your job. This is not science fiction. This is the humanoid robot race of 2026, and it is moving faster than almost anyone predicted. Stick around, because by the end of this video you are going to know exactly who is winning, who is falling behind, and why this changes the work you do every day. Humanoid robots, machines built to walk, talk, and work just like us, have been a promise for decades. But 2026 is the year the promise turned into a production line. Across China, the United States, and Europe, companies are no longer showing off prototypes. They are shipping real machines, dropping them into factories, and racing to cut the price down to something any business can afford. Today we break down the 5 biggest moves in the humanoid robot race, the actual numbers behind each one, and the uncomfortable questions nobody wants to answer. Start with the shockwave. In August 2026, Chinese robot maker Unitree went public on Shanghai Star Market, and the demand was unlike anything investors had ever seen. The online share offering was oversubscribed more than 5,000 times. Every single retail investor had roughly a 0.018% chance of actually getting shares. The company was valued at around $9 billion, more than 200 times its earnings from the year before. And here is the part that matters: Unitree actually sells robots. It shipped about 5,500 humanoid units in 2025, more than American rival figure has shipped in its entire history, and it is targeting as many as 20,000 units in 2026. This is not vaporware. This is a company printing machines. The valuation debate is fierce, with some analysts calling it a bubble and others pointing to real revenue growth, but the production numbers do not lie. The reason Unitree can sell so many is price. Its G1 humanoid starts around $16,000, roughly 10 times cheaper than full-size Western platforms. At that price, a university lab, a mid-sized factory, or even a well-funded hobbyist can buy a walking, balancing, backflipping robot and put it to work. Unitree's machines do backflips, sprint, and climb stairs. In fact, one Unitree robot was clocked running faster than Usain Bolt's top speed, a claim that went viral because it is genuinely hard to believe. $16,000 for a robot that can outrun an Olympic champion. That is the moment the humanoid stopped being a museum piece and became an appliance. Over in the United States, Tesla is betting bigger than anyone. Its Optimus Gen 3 humanoid stands 1.73 meters tall, weighs about 57 kilograms, and can carry 20 kilograms. Tesla says it is building toward producing these machines at scale inside its own factories, and Elon Musk has talked about a future where millions of Optimus bots work alongside humans. Critics point out that Tesla has missed robot timelines before, and that no one has ever seen audited production numbers. But even the skeptics admit the vertical integration is real. Tesla builds its own motors, batteries, and AI chips, which gives it a cost advantage that pure robotics startups simply cannot match. And unlike most rivals, Tesla can test its robots on its own assembly lines first, then sell them everywhere else, a built-in proving ground nobody else has. The American company actually putting robots to work is Figure AI. In 2025, Figure's humanoid logged more than 1,250 operating hours inside BMW's plant in South Carolina, loading more than 90,000 sheet metal parts, taking roughly 1.2 million steps, and helping produce more than 30,000 BMW X3 vehicles. Figure has said it plans to build 100,000 humanoids over the next 4 years, and it carried a private valuation near $39 billion, higher than what Goldman Sachs projected for the entire humanoid market 9 years out. One factory deployment at a time. Figure is proving these machines can do real, boring, dangerous work. And it is not alone. Across the industry, physical AI startups are pulling in record funding, with humanoid-specific investment already shattering last year's totals before the year is even over. Here is the question nobody wants to answer. If robots can run faster than Olympic sprinters, work 24 hours a day, and get cheaper every single year, what happens to the jobs they are built to replace? The optimists say humanoids will do the work nobody wants, the dangerous, the dirty, and the dull. The pessimists point out that is exactly what people said about automation for 200 years, and workers still got displaced. And there is a darker worry, the money. In 2025, humanoid-specific startups raised more than $4 billion, and 2026 is on track to blow past that. When that much money chases a technology this fast, bubbles form. Some of these companies will fail. The real question is which ones. So here is where the humanoid robot race stands in 2026. China's Unitree is the volume king, selling $16,000 robots that outrun sprinters. Tesla is the giant bet, building Optimus for its own factories. Figure is the factory workhorse, proving the machines inside a BMW plant. And every one of them is racing toward a future where human-shaped machines are everywhere. That future is coming whether we are ready or not. If you want to stay ahead of the biggest technology story of the decade, hit subscribe, because we cover these breakthroughs every single day. And drop a comment, would you let a robot do your job? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.